Hi friends, good morning to all of you. Welcome to Ram's Academy. I would like to thank all my friends for giving wonderful comments on our previous videos. Actually, we want to give very good material in electrical and electronics so that our present students who are studying in engineering colleges and those who are working as technician in industry and other people, they will be able to utilize our material and they will be able to learn perfectly what is expected out of them in technology. That's why we are doing all these things. So we hope we are meeting all those expectations. In future also, try to give us your suggestions and comments so that you will be able to fulfill your all the aspirations. Thank you for that. Further, in this video we want to discuss about a very important circuit which is necessary for all the gadgets of our electrical electronics. For information, every electronic device, for example, mobile phone, a radio, a tape recorder, a video tape recorder, a camcorder, and a television, and every electronic instrument is working on a particular power supply only. That power supply is normally going to be direct current power supply. All these things are working under either starting from 1.5 volt to 24 volts DC. Therefore, it is not an AC at all. As I have already pointed out in previous video, unfortunately at home we are receiving only alternating current only with the 50 hertz power supply. When that is the case, that power supply cannot be straight away fed to all these devices. The device's performance is depending upon how much voltage we are going to feed to them and how we are going to keep that voltage constant. Therefore, the performance of all these gadgets are working equally when constant voltage is given, and also the voltage is not fluctuating, and also it doesn't have any high frequency components like that, all ripples and so many things. Therefore, from this I understand all the electronic devices, at least they want perfect DC without change in voltage. Therefore, we will be able to keep the performance of the devices constant. Okay, I have discussed about what is the purpose of a rectifier, how a rectifier is going to function in converting an alternating current into a pulsating DC and then a filtering DC and a perfect DC. Actually, as I said, all these devices are going to work perfectly and keeping the performance constant without any variation. All are possible by keeping the voltage fed to these devices are constant. But the voltages are obtained from rectification purpose and filtering purpose. Sometimes when the input voltage is changing, output also may be increasing or decreasing. Therefore, the voltage at the output of the rectification and filter is not going to be constant. But as I have already pointed out, the voltage we have to feed to these devices should be constant. Therefore, we have an input, a variable input voltage, but we need a constant DC voltage. But in between something we have to do. Then only we will be able to provide what an equipment wants. What is available is something different. Therefore, in between some black box has to be there. That black box will be taking a variable one and giving out the constant one. Therefore, this device we can call it as a regulator device. This regulator device, though the input voltage is changing to a higher value or a lesser value, and it will be able to provide always constant voltage. Suppose for an equipment it needs 3 volt means it will give 3 volt. If an equipment needs 6 volt means it will give 6 volt only. Like that it will give constant. This black box is called as a regulator. According to the requirement, we need always a constant voltage to the device. Here there are two things we have to take into account. One is when the input voltage is changing, output voltage should be constant. This type of characteristics is called as input characteristics. Suppose if the input is changing, okay, fine, but in the condition when the thing is the regulated voltage is fed to a particular device and the device is not going to draw the constant current, but according to the load provided to the device, the current drawn by equipment may be going on changing, but when the output of the black box is not able to supply that much current, it may reduce its voltage and accordingly it may feed. So this type of characteristics, until what current rating that output device will be able to receive the constant voltage, that characteristics is called as output characteristics. So like that, the design is a challenge. Design is a challenge in black box. There's a regulation box is a challenge. We need perfect regulation. Efficiency should be very good. Therefore, input and output characteristics is supposed to be maintained properly. So with those things, we will be able to decide how, up to what current rating a particular regulator can be used, up to what rating the voltage input characteristics can be utilized. Like that, we have to see so many things. So all these things, let us look into it in this video, and I am going to discuss about various type of regulators. I have told the necessity for the regulator, but the regulators are different, regulators are available. How we are going to meet out technically, and all these things we are going to see now. Thank you very much. Let us go to the video. Hi friends, let us go to the video. In the previous short video, I was explaining about the necessity for the regulator. Let me draw that. How a regulator, where it is going to be between the power supply and the device. This is the power supply device. Unregulated power will be available at the output of the power supply, and this is the gadget which needs regulated power supply. Of course, it needs plus minus DC only. This is also providing plus minus DC, but it is unregulated, but necessity is regulated. In between, I am going to use a black box. This black box will be receiving an unregulated power supply, and it will be providing a regulated power supply. What do you mean by unregulated power supply? This is DC. DC in the sense which I have already pointed out, it's a voltage with respect to time that is going to be constant. But here also we need a constant DC only between T and V. But it is going to be a higher voltage and this is going to be a lower voltage. Let it be 24 volts. But here we need 6 volts. Therefore, for 25 volts, it is not going to be constant. Instead, because of the input AC variation in the domestic power supply, this voltage may be fluctuating like this. When it is coming down by 2 volt plus or minus 2 volt, that is 22 volt plus or minus 2 volt or 3 volts, like that it may be going on fluctuating. This fluctuation, if we do not have this, and if you are opting for resistive type of bringing down the voltage, this is R1, R2, here you can give 24 volts, but this can be taken out. Accordingly, we can design your R1, R2 so that this will become 6 volt. This type of regulator division, potential divider can be used for converting this voltage to that. But the performance, as I pointed out, the performance of the electronic gadget will be depending upon the voltage. When it is fluctuating, performance also fluctuates. Therefore, we need constant voltage 6 volts only. So, this is the unit which will be taking care of, which will be accepting the changes in the voltage, input voltage. It will be reducing and also keeping the voltage constant. So, this box is called as regulator, because this regulates the voltage which is supplied to a gadget. Therefore, it is called as regulator. Therefore, the changes here occurring is called input variation. If you find a change in the, because of some reason, if the voltage at the output of the device, this regulator also is going on changing like this, after a particular current, if the voltage is coming down, coming down after some time. It may be after, say, let it be some performance of, say, 1 hour, 2 hour, like that. The voltage may come down. Otherwise, this voltage, when you take into account the load current, beyond certain current, the voltage may come down. This is called output characteristics. Therefore, we have to take into account two characteristics for regulator circuit. The basic device which is going to regulate the voltage is called Zener diode. We have already discussed about Zener diode. Zener diode is a diode which will have a characteristics like, in the reverse characteristics, after breakdown, it will be maintaining the voltage constant, and whatever the current it is going to take into account, the voltage is going to be constant. But after some time, the current is very, very high, it may come down to 0. So this is overall IEL maximum for Zener. That is the characteristics. Beyond this, if you provide more current through the Zener will fail. So this is the characteristics of the Zener, and then it is being represented by this symbol. This is plus, this is minus. Okay? So this will be the V out, this is V in. In the Zener, if you provide variable voltage at this side, and if you have a resistance, that is the current limiting resistor or limiting resistor. Okay? If you provide a resistor here, then whatever the changes occurring here, that will consume the changes in the voltage, but it will pass on the constant voltage to the Zener. Zener will regulate at a particular voltage. This may be 6 volt, this may be 22 volts plus or minus, maybe 6 volt or something, whatever it is. In that condition, this is 6 volt Zener, that is V6, BV6. Okay, this Zener is available here. So beyond this resistance, whatever the change is occurring, that will be able to be brought back to the constant value by the Zener. The current will be flowing through the Zener, and also it will be flowing to the load. It is a ZL load. Therefore, there will be a Zener current as well as a load current. When load current is changing, IL, when load current is changing, VZ voltage is going to be always 6 volt. But beyond certain voltage of load current, the voltage may come down. This is what I said, output characteristics. And then for the input characteristics, the voltage fed here, V in, this is V in, this is a V out. When you are increasing voltage, the voltage at the output may be slowly increasing and then come to constant voltage as 6 volts up to certain voltage. Okay, when input voltage is changing beyond 40 volt or something, what will happen? This may lose its regulation characteristics. Therefore, this Zener regulator should be used up to this only and also up to this. The limitation for the current and limitation for the input change in the voltage. Like that, we can form a simple regulator